Division 2 of Das League. There you go, Adamantyte. Yeah, so high-profile Das matchup here. Doing Shuichi and Somalian. You obviously don't get to Division 2 of the Das League unless you're at least pretty decent with the Das, so we'll see what these two have in store for us on this matchup, although it looks like RNG is a bit interesting for both to start. Alright, let me... Blingus saying, gotta pay attention to Das League so that I know to sign up. Yeah, I might do the same, Blingus. I'm tempted. I'm certainly tempted. Alright, early on, 102,000 for Shuichi, 88,000 for Somalian. Mackenzie's saying that he has restreamed Shuichi before and seen him max. Mackenzie's saying he has seen Somalian in live competition. Yeah, I know, Mackenzie, I know. Okay, looks like Stolen and Blingus are ready to go now. All good, Stolen, all good. Do what you gotta do to make sure you're good to play. Want this to be a fair, fun fight, so let's do this. Here we go, game 2 in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Alright. So all of our players off and away. On our Das match down below, it's 252 now for Shuichi, 215 for Somalian. Hello to Evesy, says my 1.257 in April was against Shuichi on Norg. His first PB in 3 years. Wow, that's insane to think about, Evesy. Hey. It's the funny thing about progress. Sometimes it happens when you least expect it. But I guess in a way it's always happening. Every step is a step forward. Alright. Early on in our top match, it's 100,000 for Blingus, 82,000 for Stolen. Stolen taking the interesting center wall setup here. Knocks down the center wall Tetris, though. Blingus also having to make some strategic burns here. Meanwhile, Shuichi and Captain still keeping it close. They're within a Tetris of each other. I'm doing well, Evesy. Thanks for asking. Still somewhat recovering from my sickness, as I'm sure the occasional cough or sniffle will indicate. But good enough that I can do this show today. What if the step forward is also a step downward? Look, Rogue Potato. If you wish to go into the basement... Actually, I don't have a good ending for this sentence. Alright. Nice fits there by Shuichi. He's going to knock down another Tetris here. Nice handling of that board there. Couldn't get the piece for the T-spin, but still found a way to clear it up. Meanwhile, back up top, it is within a Tetris for Stolen and Blingus, as Blingus hits their own Vits here. 225 for Blingus, 234 Stolen. Blingus takes the Tetris back into the lead, but back and forth we go. Both Shuichi and Somalian now into 19 speeds. 509 Somalian, 489 Shuichi, so still insanely close between these two. Blingus, meanwhile, with about a 30,000 point lead over Stolen, so onwards we go for all of our players here. Snowy asking to claim a spot. What is that a div match, Snowy, or just a regular match? Oh, Das League. Okay. Got it, Snowy. You're booked for the back three back then, Snowy? Alright. Shuichi at 607, Somalian at 561. They're both keeping clean, both trying to set up Tetrises. Shuichi knocks down another one, trying to expand this lead now. Meanwhile, Stolen up to 360, Blingus Tetris is up to 396, so Blingus staying narrowly ahead of Stolen right now. And Somalian's board is going to fall apart here. He will not be able to do anything else as he hangs pieces. And he'll top out at 575, which means Shuichi, whose board was also starting to climb, is going to win this one here with over 600,000 on the board. It looks like Shuichi would have survived that anyway. Great move there by Shuichi. Meanwhile, Blingus and Stolen about to enter 19 speeds here. Stolen takes a 2 off the bottom Tetris, go to 422, but Blingus is at 477. Alright, here we go. Waiting ready here from Shuichi and Somalian. Meanwhile, 440 for Stolen, 509 for Blingus. They're both trying to set up here on 19. Blingus knocking down another Tetris. Now ahead by 100,000 points. Alright, we do got the readies from Shuichi and Somalian, so let's count them down for game 2 in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Blingus' board starting to climb here. Blingus not going to be able to get out of this. And Blingus will top out at 548, which means Stolen, you've got to chase down. You got to get to 549. 549 is your target, Stolen. Let's see how Stolen is able to handle this. Looks like Stolen is more than happy to just play the line out game here. Something which Blingus had to deal with all too much with launching. And has Stolen doing the same. Meanwhile, early on, 161 from Shuichi, 143 from Somalian, so they are already off to great starts here on their games. Shuichi having to do a little bit of burning at the moment. Again, Stolen's got to get to 549, closing in on that target. Not quite there yet, though. couple more lines will do it though. And there we go. Stolen ties it up here 1-1 with Blingus. And looks like Stolen will take it all the way to 29 anyway. There you go. Solid game there from Stolen. Meanwhile, halfway through 18, it's 306 for Somalian, 269 for Shuichi. There's a hey now for a moment. Snowy saying, I swear all the best DAS players wear a glove. Look, Snowy, you can't argue with fashion. Yuzi saying that would be a great transition. Oh, Yuzi. Alright, game 2 here for Stolen and Blingus. Let's do it. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. This is why I think 515 to 19 is so fearsome. Oh. Oh dear me. Sorry for being cheeky. No, it's okay. Usually I'm already used to it. I have everyone from Penguin to Rogue Potato to Snowy. There's never a shortage of cheeky people here. Wait. No, yeah. Don't play that one back. W. Lokenzie strats lining out to 600k into 29. Snowy was literally saying how he was going to have to use Lokenzie strats before Lokenzie, so you don't need to make it about you. You've already been mentioned. Exactly, Potato. I not only put up with you, I somehow made you a moderator of this channel. Oh no. The game giveth to Stolen, the game taketh away. Stolen, I think he might still be cold. That's going to be a 28,000 point top out for Stolen Short Sword, which means Blingus goes up 2-1. Punished for missing a J-spin. Yes. That's how that works. This is why we don't set up spins, folks. Luckily, we already banished T-spins on the show, so... Alright. Somalian and Shuichi are closing in on transition here. 490 for Shuichi, 492 for Somalian. These two, again, just playing at basically identical scoring potential. So we'll once again come down to who can do more on 19. In game 1, it ended up being Shuichi. What will it be for game 2? But in the meantime, we're going to start game 4 up top. As Stolen hoping to even the slate again here with the Bling Cat. Let's see what happens. It's game 4. Starting off in 4, 3, 2, 1. Yes, Lokenzie, we are banishing the entire country of Spain. No, nobody ever expects the Spanish Inquisition. Alright. We are into 19 speeds here for our DAS battle. And Shuichi is starting to pull ahead here. He's now up to 623. Stolen at 543. Stolen's trying to keep the board low. Not quite in Tetris scoring position. Is actually chokes on me. Sets up for the dirty Tetris. What a play by Stolen. Somalian. Jesus. Too many S names here. I'm sure Stolen probably could have done that too. Somebody's scoring Tetrises somewhere on one of these screens. There you go. A tier commentary. 675 now for Shuichi, 607 for Somalian. There you go. On our top match, it is 91,000 for Stolen, 139 for Blingus. Supposedly, thanks, Mackenzie. Well, hold on, Mackenzie. We also have Snowy. We have... Well, I only have a few people here. Hi, Exity. Hi, Aaron. How's it going? And looked away, and Somalian did not recover the board. He'll go down at 609. Shuichi well ahead on that with 751. Jeez Louise. So Shuichi makes it 2-0 here, and we might be on the verge of a dash sweep. Meanwhile, back up top, 207 for Stolen, 230 for Blingus. Blingus managing to just outdo Stolen a little bit on the 18 speed so far. Wait, did you say the Spanish Inquisition? Oh, no. Can we keep the line spins? We can keep the line spins, Adamantyte. Shuichi tried to max, yeah. That's fair, Shuichi. If you're gonna mullen, might as well be an aggro mullen. Alright, well, here we go. Game 3. Somalian trying to get on the board here. Shuichi trying to close this one out. Let's see what happens. Countdown in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Hi, Mackenzie. Alright, 284 for Stolen here. 376 for Blingus. Blingus really pouring on the pace now. Stolen doing his best to keep up, but just can't quite find that clean board on 18 right now. Mackenzie, why would you want to sweep 15 innocent souls, 16 innocent souls? Free Elo. Just run and eat my Elo, Mackenzie. You don't even need to do it through the very large. That would accomplish the same thing. And then you could just challenge whoever you want. Boring. We'll round up some people for you, Mackenzie. It's fine. Alright. Early on our bottom match here, 229 for Shuichi, 185 for Somalian. So again, great scoring here on 18. Meanwhile, back up top, 418 for Stolen, 526 for Blingus. Both players about 10 lines away from transition. Ooh, Blingus with a couple of misdrops, but still has time to recover this. Blingus running out of time here before 19 speeds. But I think they gotta get this cleaned up just in time. Now just needs to find a way to get the well open. Oh, Blingus missing the piece placement! Wait, still not out of it yet. Oh my god, quick taps the bar. But I can't get anything else over. Blingus done at 543, which means Stolen will need 544. 544, the target for Stolen. Although Stolen also a bit high up here. Has to find a way to bring this down. And Stolen almost being forced to set up for something dirty. I don't know if Stolen can get anything to that left side, though. And the answer is no! Stolen cannot complete the chase down, and Blingus is up 3-1. The 18 pacing works again. This is insane. Like saying, I hate DAS, I hate DAS, I hate DAS. Alright. Thank you, Blingus. And now back to our DAS League match down below. 420,000 points for Shuichi, 348 for Somalian. Hi, Sebi, how's it going? Sebi saying the 4-player scene has improved slightly. I'm not trying to improve it, Sebi. I'm just trying to use it. But thanks, Sebi. Good to see you. Learn roll, yep. Okay, Easy. Let me fly across the pond real quick so you can teach me, because I ain't figuring it out. You will get the max, Blingus. You will get it. Mackenzie complimenting Somalian on the base. I'm assuming that was a dirty Tetris there. Hard to keep track of every single thing across 4 screens. But I do notice that our top screen's about to be on the ready state. Easy trying to recruit Blingus to the dark side here. Alright. Meanwhile, back on the light side, 522 for Shuichi, 431 for Somalian, and Shuichi is really trying to close the door here on this one. Shuichi knocking down another Tetris. We might be in the department for a 600k transition, if you can get the right pieces here. Doesn't quite look like it, but it'll still be pretty close to one. Yeah, how about 596 into 19 speeds here? So Shuichi well ahead of Somalian here. Meanwhile, okay, we do have a ready between Stolen and Blingus, so let me count those two down for game 5. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. He's just saying first max was 1.2 pace too. Understandable. Alright, 556 for Somalian, 658 for Shuichi. Both players alive on 19 speeds, but can Shuichi just continuing to outdo Somalian here? Though, as I say that, Shuichi's board in trouble. Shuichi knocks down a Tetris, but I don't think this board can be salvaged. And Somalian might get a chase down opportunity. Looks like it. Shuichi tops out at 686. So, Somalian's got to get to 687. But I don't think he's going to get the message in time. And he ends up being done at 561. And Shuichi completes the sweep. What a dominant showing here by Shuichi, but good effort by Somalian. Sometimes only so much you can do in those situations. Alright, meanwhile, on our top match, 56,000 so far for Stolen, 77,000 for Blingus. Stolen with pseudo-vits there, since that was 5 high, but I'll still acknowledge it. Alright. What time are we at here? 1959. Alright. So we've got one of Shuichi's DAS matches done. We still have another one to go, though. Ian Keith saying he's on ult. I don't remember what your ult name was, Ian Keith. It's been a moment. Oh, thank you. Liptonek and Mackenzie, you two will be up once... Pogster, wait. Oh, there it is. But Lipton and Mackenzie, you two will be up once the top match is done. I have to keep the bottom half going because this is actually a back-to-back DAS match for Shuichi. And hello to Danny J coming in with the raid of 2. Yeah, Tetris! Thanks, Danny J.